My name is Debra Jenkins. I teach fourth grade reading and writing at Hearne Elementary in Hearne, Texas. The topic of my unit was to teach students how to write for different audiences. I introduced my students to the idea of code switching when I would read their papers, and their written expression to me was reading across as a text message, an LOL, or a JK. And that's okay if they're speaking to their peers, but if the audience is me, then they needed to code switch. Code switching was more of preparing students for knowing that the audience would determine the register in which they would speak, and more specifically, the register in which they would write. There was a really cool activity that we did with the students. I put them into groups. They each had different excerpts from this particular book, and they would have to highlight the areas of code switching. And when they would find the areas of code switching, they would have to change it from the informal code switch to the formal code switch, or from formal to informal. What I hoped for the students to gain from the unit was an awareness or a consciousness of how they would project themselves to their peers, how they would project themselves to their teachers, and even further, how they would project themselves to future employers.